my Cancer crabs out there. Y'all really came through and y'all essentially murked it, you and Geminis. So that you and the Geminis are going to get the first readings this time around. So like I said, y'all already know. If you want me to give y'all the first videos, right, regardless of zodiac sign, let me get the most engagement, you know, most likes, views, comments, whichever 2 videos that has the most engagement, I will do first. And it's good to have first dibs because y'all are pretty much ahead of the game. Sorry, I just got a notification on my phone. Yeah, let's get into it for the Cancer crabs. So you have the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the 3 of Cups, 9 of Wands, King of Wands, Lovers, 4 of Pentacles, and the Devil. Don't worry about it. I'll make it plain. Hold on. Yeah, I'll make it plain, and I will help y'all understand what's going on. So, obviously. So, I'm Kareemspiritworks. When I'm having fun, I'm the best in the world. If you'd like to contact me for personal reading, my email address as well as the prices are in the description box below as usual. Feel free to contact me. So what I'm seeing here for the Cancer crabs is you have the Devil, which represents Capricorn, which is your opposite zodiac sign. So what I'm seeing here is that I'm seeing how a lot of you Cancers, right? 10 of Cups, 5 of Swords, not speaking to someone anymore, not choosing not to engage with them. Ace of Pentacles, deciding to do that with someone else, right? Engage with someone else. Sun, 3 of Cups, particularly with family members. Maybe even having someone new and kind of going to a party with them, if not necessarily at the parties, or hosting a party. Hosting a party. It can represent how a lot of you Cancers are like, you feel like it's a party with this new partner that you have. So a good feeling, to say the least, okay? But the Sun and the 3 of Cups represents, though, wanting to kind of like experience where this relationship is going to go, right? Wanting to, you know how Cancers are, you know how water signs are. The zodiac sign that's actually born the most in the world is Scorpio, which is a water sign. So we already know water signs, they get into that romanticism. They love stuff like that. This is what it is that, y'all are into. So the 9 of Wands now represents how, also too, the 9 of Wands and the King of Wands represents, how do I say, kind of give this person their own personal space. It's not that they don't like you. It may mean that they may want you and them to kind of take a couple of days every week away from each other so that the two of y'all can kind of have time, pace the floor, think. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I am a very strong proponent in, now this is just my suggestion. I don't necessarily think that everyone should do this. This is just my suggestion, right? So I'm not like extreme in my approach. I personally suggest that everybody needs time away from their partner. Everybody, and not just a few hours. Sometimes you need an entire day away from your partner, have them leave you alone. This is why it is that I propose that you live in 2 separate homes. You know what I mean? 2 separate places. So that the 2 of you can pace the floor, think, relax, breathe, let your hair down, think about what's going on, reflect on what's going on. And then when the 2 of y'all already come back and get to know each other. This is also too why relationships also will go downhill, right? Particularly with marriages, wink, wink, hint, hint, is because most marriages most people do the traditional route in the sense that there's no thinking out of the box, in the sense that when you're married, you have to be living with someone, right? This dogmatic idea of, if you're not moving in with your significant other, then the two of you are not in love. No, you could be in love. You could just love the person from a different location. Romeo and Juliet is the tale of two people who were in love, who, didn't necessarily live right across the street because their family members had beef, right? So, what's to stop those two things? Who's to say that you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say that I can't live in one area of New York and can't be in love or love someone from a different area of New York? That's ridiculous. And you have the lovers, right? So the lovers represents, no matter where y'all are, if the two of y'all actually have a level of respect for each other, love each other, right? Then the two of y'all are going to automatically find a way to make it back to each other, left, right, or indifferent anyway. So the things that the Four of Pentacles and the Devil represent, how this is something where you Cancer crabs may come to this level of understanding a little bit later, because what I'm seeing here is that you may like this person and you may be attached to this person going forward, right? But eventually some of you Cancers may want time for yourselves anyway, and you may not necessarily want to hit this person up, right? Because, Cancer is preoccupied with self-preservation. So, and I'm going to get into that, how to understand the Cancer a little bit later. Don't worry about that. But this kind of space that you give to other people as well as take for yourself can also be an aspect of self-preservation as well. So let's clarify the Devil card. But what I am seeing here, though, is that Cancers are starting to try your hands in relationships. It's just that, some of you Cancers may be a little bit out of practice when it comes to relationships. And you may need to understand, why certain things are not going to work anymore that you may have used to do when you were younger. So to clarify the Devil card, you have the Magician, the Strength, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So all three are major arcana, right? So the Magician represents, you are the one telling the tale of how this story will go, right? It's up to you, right? The decisions that you make. The Strength represents, you may want to engage with this person all the time, but eventually, things are going to have to calm down. Not because it's starting to get boring, but because that's just that's the way, right? Like, and I need to start finding these sources. There's been studies that have shown that if the two of you, if two people who are in a relationship engage with each other a little bit too much, they actually start to repel each other and get annoyed, and potentially can even cause serious problems in a relationship. So, like I said, the most successful relationships are the dual independent relationship, but anyway, that's a whole other science. So then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which represents Cancer, which the Wheel of Fortune is about, like, understanding how to steer the ship differently from other relationships that you may have had. So this relationship that you have with this person, where you're actually learning how to, like, take time away from this person and be okay with that, right? And don't necessarily see them too many times out of the week, may be something that's new to you, but eventually you'll understand why and why that's so much of a benefit to you. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Shout outs to my Cancers. Peace.